Kindly unmute and answer. In adult learning, it is not, even if your answer is not right, just say whatever you know, your ideas. If it's not right, we correct you. If it's right, you continue on with the class. So please don't fear speaking in this class. Is that okay, class?
Yes.
Yes. So I want you guys to be very, very active in these classes. Did you receive the book that I had sent to your class reps? Have you received it?
Yes.
Yes, for histology. Uh, if I send you these notes, you guys, I'm sure you'll not have the content that I want you guys to have. But when you're reading those books, I'm sure you'll have the content. Make sure you read the books. We have done so far, we have done the endocrine system. So you're supposed to read about the endocrine organ. Then the male and female productive system histology, which have already covered the male productive system. So we are remaining the female productive system. We also need to cover the urinary system. We'll do it today. Then next week we'll finish by doing the female productive system. So I wish you guys to be very, very attentive to this class. Then you're also supposed to sit down and read the notes that are sent to you in the book. So that actually can so far from our first class, is there any question from the male productive system? Then the class reps expect you to send me the class attendance for last week, then for the morning hour, and also this one. So I expect for those who have not sent for the last week and today, expect 3 attendance lists kindly. Okay, now, are you able to see my screen, the notes?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
I have a question concerning the previous class we've just conducted about the that slide you've shown us that had the coagulation glands and the ampullary glands. So, like, I want, if it's possible, you say what are these glands?
Pardon?
Yes,
Pardon?
that slide that you showed us. I'm asking about the coagulation glands and the ampullary glands.
Who can answer him that one? Anyone who can try? Anyone who can try? Now, the one who have asked the question. So this is what happens. These histology slides, they normally get them from animals. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, they normally get it from animals. So majorly, the coagulatory gland, it is found in rodent rats. So this is a slide that was extracted from an animal, but it's just the same with us. For example, when you're doing for slides for brain, we normally get those slides from monkeys. Those are some of the animals you get. We share uh, most of the histology with. So we get these slides from animals. So this basically, when you see the coagulating gland, that is, we got it from an animal, rodent rats. Is that okay?
Yes.
So basically, when you become an histologist, you will go and hunt for an animal. you take the samples, then you now check the structures for histology of the tissues for histology purpose from animals. Mostly these are slides taken from animals, but not human being. But we share the same histology. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, want to look, next week we'll be looking at the histology of the female reproductive system, but now I want to take you to the histology of the urinary system. Have you done the urinary system class? Have you done the urinary anatomy, gross anatomy of the urinary system? Yes, class. Which systems have you done so far? Kindly.
Yes, we have done the gross anatomy.
Actually, the urinary system consists of the kidneys. The kidneys, you're able to see some structures within the kidney, whereby we have the nephrons, and we also have the ureter that actually now conveys the urine from the kidney now to the bladder. Then you have the urinary bladder, which actually act as a reservoir for urine. Then lastly, we have the urethra. So far, we have already covered the urethra. So majorly, we are going to focus on four things. We're going to focus on four things. The first one, we're going to look at the kidneys. Number two, the structures within the kidneys. Which structures were you taking within the kidney that you're able to see within the kidney class? Anyone who can respond to that?
Nephron.
Nephrons, very good. Another one. The internal, in fact, you call the internal structures of the kidney. We have the nephrons, another one. In fact, is the functional unit of the kidney. Were you taught that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, apart from the nephrons, what do we have?
Maybe the kidney lobules.
Were you? Yes?
The renal cortex and renal medulla.
Yes, renal cortex and renal medulla. Those are some of the internal structures of the kidney. Another one?
What of the kidney lobules?
Yes?
Kidney lobules.
Kidney lobules. Another one? Another one?
Renal artery.
Talked about that's not internal structures of the kidney, but that's a good trial. That's I want you guys to respond. That's a good trial. look at, did you talk about the something called pyramid, renal pyramid?
Renal pyramid.
Yes? Did you talk about the renal pyramid?
Yes.
Yes, we have the renal pyramid. Then you also have between those or between the see the renal columna. Did you see it? Why you didn't?
Not really.
Okay. Now, were you able to identify the calyx, the major calyx and the minor calyx? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The helium of the kidney?
Yes.
Okay. Did you talk about the blood sample of the kidney? Or who can take us through the blood sample of the kidney? Internal structure of the kidney? Blood sample of the kidney?
Yes, I can
Supplied
try.
by branches of the renal.
Yes?
Oh, it's supplied by branches of the renal arteries, I think.
Supplied by the branches of the renal artery. Very good. But let me take you through the blood supply of the kidney. I want to make sure to know that at least the blood supply of the kidney, the way it is. Now, the blood supply of the kidney, you can write it down, kindly write it down. Now, we start with aorta. Aorta, it now takes the blood to what we now call renal artery. Now, from the renal artery, it now takes the blood to segmental artery. From the segmental artery, now to the lobar artery. From the lobar artery, now we have interlobar artery. From interlobar artery, we have the aquate artery. From the aquate artery, we have interlobular artery. Then you have afferent arterioles. From afferent arterioles, now we have to the glomerulus, what now have the capillaries within the glomerulus. Then these glomerulus, they form something called efferent arterioles. Remember, before the glomerulus, we have afferent arterioles. After the glomerulus, the capillaries, we have now efferent arterioles. From the efferent arterioles, we have peritibial, capillaries, and vasa recta. From it, we have interlobular vein, we have aquate vein, we have interlobar vein, renal vein, then back to inferior vena cava. So that is actually the blood supply, the vasculature of the kidney. You don't just say the renal artery. Is that okay, class? Yeko sawa?
Repeat it, sir.
Let me repeat for your case. So now, the kidney, first, the kidney is divided into segments. We have lobes and the segments and lobes. Now, from the blood gets to the aorta, then after aorta, we now have the arteries that actually enters to the kidney that we call the renal artery. Now, from the aorta to renal artery, then from renal artery, it now we have this artery that called segmental artery. Now, from the segmental artery, we're able to get its branches. We're able to get the lobar artery. Then from the lobar artery, we have interlobar artery. From interlobar artery, we have the arcuate artery. From arcuate artery, we have interlobular artery. From interlobular artery, we're able to get afferent arterioles. Afferent arterioles. Now, from afferent arterioles, we're able to now get to the glomerulus. The glomerulus here, we have the capillaries that actually now supplies the glomerulus. Then we're able now to see we have the efferent arterioles. Efferent arteriole. The first one was afferent arterioles. Then the second one is efferent arterioles. From efferent arterioles, we're able now to get the peritubular capillaries and vasa recta. Peritubular capillaries and vasa recta. From there, you're able to see interlobular vein, then you have arcuate vein, then you have interlobular vein, then you have renal vein, then lastly we have inferior vena cava. So that is actually the blood supply or the vasculature of the kidney. Mumeipata?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
You are unable to see your slide.
Yes?
You are unable to see your slide.
Be audible. I'm not getting you.
We can't see your slides.
You can't see what?
Your slides. The slides.
This I'm just checking you on what you have done, gross anatomy of the urinary system. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. We're just doing a revision of the gross. Now, we have something that you call covering of the kidneys. Did you look at the covering of the kidneys? External feature of the kidney. Did you look at that? Yes, class. Did you cover the covering of the kidneys? Okay, let us continue the histology part. Are you able to see my notes?
Yes.
Are you able to see my notes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to look at the histology of the urinary system. So the histology of the urinary system, this is a kidney, just overview of the kidney. Here we have medulla. Then this is the cortex. This is the and this is between this pyramid to see the capsule. Capsule is the outer covering of kidney. You are able to see the ureter, the pyramid. At this pyramid, you're able to see like a triangle form. That is the pyramid. Then you're able to appreciate the renal artery and the renal vein. Then this is the ileum of the kidney, where the structures enter and leaves the kidney. Now, The functional unit of the kidney, it is what you call the nephron. Now, we want to discuss the nephron in details to see how the histological of the nephrons actually appears. Number one, before we look at this histology of the nephrons, remember that nephrons, it has different parts. For example, the nephron, we have the proximal convoluted tubule, which is here, then the glomerulus here. Apart from the glomerulus, we are able to see the efferent and afferent arterioles. Then here we have the loop of Henle. Now, the descending loop of Henle and the ascending loop of Henle. From there, you're able to see the distal convoluted tubule, then you're able to see the collecting tubule. Now, are you able to see this collecting tubule here? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Yes, that is the collecting tubule. Now, this is now what you call this structure. It is what you call now the nephron. We want to look at each structures within the nephron. For example, the glomerulus, proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, and loop of Henle, where we have the descending and ascending. Now, we also have what we call the uriniferous tubule. Uriniferous tubules. Now, this is a tube that actually now contains the nephron and the collecting tubule. Now, uniferous tubule are now the structures that actually now carries what you call the nephron and the collecting tubule or the duct. Is that well understood, class?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, cortical, we're able now to see juxtamedullary nephron. Now, when you talk about juxtamedullary nephrons, now the medulla, we're able to look at the medulla. Medulla is from here to here. Now, this nephron that actually now passes to what we call the cortex, we call juxtamedullary nephrons. These are nephrons that actually now passes to the cortex. We call juxtamedullary nephrons. Now, this is how the glomerulus look like. This is how the glomerulus look like. You're able to see it as the glomerular artery, which is here. Are you able to see the glomerular artery, class? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Yes, then it also have, this is now histological characteristic. It is highly vascular. It is highly rich in blood supply. Able to see the urine space. Are you able to see the urine space?
Yes.
We have the Bowman's capsule. This is the proximal convoluted tubule. This is the distal convoluted tubule. So you're also able to see it as a nuclear. Visible are endothelium cells, podocytes, and mesangial cells. So these are some of the structures we are able to see within the glomerulus. Now, this is a renal capsule. This is now the histology of the renal capsule. The renal capsule, it is the structure between the medulla and the renal capsule is the one actually the one that now covers the kidney. It is what you call it what? The capsule. Now, now you're able to see this is another structure. Are you able to see, what are you able to see in this diagram, class? What are you able to see in this diagram?
The proximal and distal convoluted tubules, the renal
Very good.
corpuscles, the biliary ray, and the collecting tubules.
Thank you. Now, be keen and look at this diagram, the way these proximal and distal convoluted tubules are. Look at this structure. So then also look at the renal capsule, then look at the medullary ray, and lastly, look at the collecting duct. So this is what you're supposed to identify to a microscope when you'll be now doing a practical next week. You're able to identify the renal distal convoluted tubule, the weight is there, then the collecting tubule. So these are just the structures we're able to identify within the glomerulus or the nephrons. Now we have the proximal tubule. The proximal tubule, you're able to see it here. This is the proximal tubule. It has microvilli, it has apical canaliculi, then it has basal mitochondria, then it has basal enfoldings. So this is the structures of the proximal convoluted tubules look like. Are you able to see how it looks like? The characteristic macrovilli, apical caniculi, basal mitochondria, and basal enfolding. Are you able to see those histological characteristics?
Yes.
Good. Now, yeah, what are you able to identify in this diagram? Class, anyone who can say what are you able to identify in this diagram? Okay, this is the proximal convoluted tubule. Are you able to identify the proximal convoluted tubule from this diagram? Where the arrows are you able to see them?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, the thin limb of the loop of Henle. Now we are on the loop of Henle. This is how the loop of Henle looks like. So this is the descending and ascending. Now it's a thin limb of loop of Henle. So inside this a thin limb look like capillaries. So you're able to see it's very thin and look like capillaries. Now let us now appreciate it histologically. Now this is how the thin limb of loop of Henle looks like. So are you able to identify the loop of Henle from this diagram? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, histologically, the ascending thick and the distal convoluted tubule are the same. Now, here, this the ascending thick limb and the distal convoluted tubule are the same. Is that okay, class? This one and the distal, meaning both of them they have basal enfoldings, they have basal mitochondria. Then they also have the clear lumen. Is that okay, class? Yes, class?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you able now to identify the two? This is now collecting tubule and the thick ascending loop of Henle. Are you able to see them in this?
Yes.
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 Okay, so are you able to appreciate the distal convoluted tubule? They are very sharp, these white patches. Are you able to see them?
Yes.
Okay. From here, are you able to identify them?
Yes.
How the glomerulus look like. So now the glomerulus here, it has the capillaries, urinary space with you're able to see this is what appreciate this is not the urine space, it is here. Then out the capillaries, this what you're seeing here are the capillaries. So this is now the historical table what you're able to, and this one is also the distal convoluted. Like these slides, you have to read the slides, you have to go to exam. Is that okay, class? The glomerulus here, this is the glomerulus here. It is here, collecting tubules. So now collecting tubules, it's a cuboidal with a dome shape. You're able to see it here. Then with lumen. Now from the diagram, you're able now to appreciate the tubules. You're able to see the collecting tubules, the whitish parts.
Yes.
Okay. Then collecting that is as a columnar with dome shaped, then bigger diameter than tubules and clear lumen. Now collecting ducts, so this is how it looks like, the collecting duct. This is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. So this is the collecting duct. Are you able to see where it is? Are you able to see them?
Yes.
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 Now, these are down the kidney arteries. We're able to see these are the kidney arteries that actually now surrounds the structure, the kidney arteries. So intermediate aquate arteries, we're able to see it. These are the intermediate aquate arteries. And then that space. Interlobar arteries, they are here, these ones. Interlobar artery. Minor calyx. Do you remember telling you about the minor and major calyx? Did you see them when you're doing the gross anatomy?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the minor calyx, how it looks like. Here it is the minor calyx. So transitional epithelium, you're able to see it within the minor calyx. Now, the previous slide in the morning, look at the us looking at the ureter, the way it looks like a star. Remember looking at do you yes, so those are the
I think you are
what you're able to see there. Then lastly, we have transitional epithelium. Here, this is not the transitional.
Excuse
Did
me,
you
sir.
lose me?
Your net is kinda distracting the class. We are losing you at sometimes, and then we cannot hear you or see the slides.
Okay.
Yes, we lost you from slide 37.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back to slide 37. So yeah, slide 37, I was just talking about the dome cells that you're able to see within the calyx epithelium. Then I was talking about the ureter. Do you remember us looking at the ureter? You see, the ureter, this is the lumen of the ureter. Then it is being covered by what you call transitional epithelium. Then it has a muscular, the outer circular muscles, which is the smooth muscles, then inner longitudinal muscles. Are you able to identify them? Yes, class?
Yes.
Are you able to see the structures?
Yes.
Okay, so those are the histological structures. So here you're able to see the circular smooth muscles, then longitudinal smooth muscles, they are there. Then these dome cells, then urinary bladder. Are you able to see the urinary bladder, the way it looks like? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Now, it has transitional epithelium, which is here. It has bundle of smooth muscles and dome irregular tracete. Then we have transitional epithelium changes during on how the full urine is. When it is full, actually when it relaxes, you can see it is very, very large. But when it is now tightened, you can see it is very, very small. That is now transitional epithelium. That's the end of our lesson. Any question? Any question? Now, you guys, are you reading the notes that I had sent to you?
Yes.
Okay. Victory Munene,
Yes.
had you shared the book with them?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us meet next week. Then we'll also go for practical next week. Is that okay? From morning.
Okay.
Now, when can we do the female productive histology of the productive system female?
Let me look at the schedule and then I'll get back to you.
Okay, kindly look at the schedule, then let me know. Then we can organize, we do it. Okay, I wish you all the best. Let us meet during the next class. Make sure you read the notes. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.